Do you remember when every house had its own telephone table, radio in the closet, and a bed that folded into the wall? Today, they are almost gone. But once, they were the heart of the home. Welcome to the American Time Machine. The Murphy bed. Also known as the wall bed, the Murphy bed was a marvel of space-saving ingenuity. Invented in the early 1900s, it allowed apartment dwellers to reclaim living space during the day. They became especially popular during housing crunches in the early 20th century. So, what happened? As suburban homes grew larger, the need for space-saving furniture declined. Safety concerns and awkward mechanics didn't help either yet in modern micro-apartments. The Murphy bed is quietly making a comeback. The telephone table. Once a staple of every entryway or hallway, the telephone table wasn't just a place to make calls, it was a social command center. Designed with a seat and a surface, it held the household landline and a drawer for notepads or phone books. Back in the mid-20th century, calls weren't casual, they were intentional. The table gave them a space of their own. But as cordless and mobile phones spread, this mini workstation quietly disappeared. Today, you might still find one in an antique store or grandma's hallway, but its purpose has long since faded. The conversation pit. Once the epitome of mid-century cool, the conversation pit was a recessed seating area designed to bring people closer, literally. It appeared in architectural magazines and celebrity homes, symbolizing togetherness and modern style. But by the 1980s, it became a household hazard. Trips, falls, and safety concerns sent it out of fashion. Today, it's a cult classic of retro design, fondly remembered, rarely recreated. Built-in radio consoles. Before television, the radio console was the entertainment hub of the American household. Encased in polished wood cabinetry, these consoles weren't just electronics, they were furniture. Families gathered around them for music, news, and serialized dramas. Then came TV, and the radio's central role faded almost overnight. Today, they're treasured by collectors for their craftsmanship, relics of an era when shared listening was a nightly ritual, not a nostalgic memory. Waterfall dressers, rounded tops, glossy veneer, and Art Deco curves waterfall dressers defined bedroom style in the 1930s and 1940s. Mass-produced yet elegant, they brought affordable beauty to Depression-era homes. After World War II, design trends shifted toward sleek minimalism and solid wood, leaving waterfall pieces behind. But their charm is being rediscovered by vintage lovers and DIY restorers. Each dresser tells a story not just of past fashion, but of craftsmanship, resilience, and changing times in the American home. TV cabinets with doors. Believe it or not, early televisions weren't meant to be seen unless in use. They came hidden inside ornate wooden cabinets, complete with doors to conceal the screen. It wasn't just about looks. TV was a luxury, and modesty was prized. As screens grew bigger and sleeker, the doors disappeared. By the 1960s, the TV had evolved from hidden novelty to proud centerpiece. Now, hiding a television feels almost foreign, a reflection of how deeply media has woven itself into daily life. Hi-fi record consoles. Part stereo system, part furniture. Hi-fi record consoles were once symbols of sophistication. Often as long as a sofa, they housed turntables, speakers, and record storage inside fine wood cabinetry. Families gathered to play full albums, flipping records with care and ceremony. But as technology advanced, convenience replaced grandeur. Component systems, boomboxes, and CDs rendered the hi-fi obsolete. Today, they echo a time when music wasn't just background noise, it was an event. The smoking chair and stand. A relic of an era when indoor smoking wasn't just accepted, it was expected. Many homes had a dedicated smoking chair, often paired with a carved stand for ashtrays, lighters, and matches. As health awareness grew and smoking bans spread, these setups vanished from homes and catalogs. What was once a symbol of sophistication, a gentleman's corner or lounge became a reminder of a bygone habit. Now they sit in antique shops, faintly scented with history, whispering of dinner parties wreathed in smoke and conversation. Built-in vanity tables. Once a staple of glamour and femininity, the built-in vanity was every woman's personal space for beauty and reflection. Drawers, mirrors, and lights created a ritual of self-care, perfume, powder, and quiet mornings. But as lifestyles changed and routines grew faster, bathrooms took over that role. The vanity became a luxury of time and space many could no longer afford. Today, it survives as a symbol of old Hollywood elegance, more likely found on Pinterest than in a modern bedroom. Roll-top desks, a hallmark of organization and craftsmanship. The roll-top desk once anchored home offices and studies. With compartments for mail, papers, and pens, it kept chaos at bay before the digital age. But computers and modern ergonomics left it behind, too heavy, too rigid, too small for dual monitors. Still, writers and collectors adore them for their tactile charm. They represent a slower, more deliberate era, a time when desks held letters, not laptops, and every drawer had a story. From clever designs to cultural shifts, these forgotten pieces remind us that furniture isn't just functional, it's emotional. Each one tells us how people once lived, worked, and dreamed. Which of these vanished furnishings do you remember? Or maybe still own? Share your memories in the comments. And if you enjoyed this trip through time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us again on American Time Machine.